Good evening, and bienvenue, my fond fair Rouge Raiders. This is your humble narrator, Diomedes Rouge, here to bring you some quality content. Well, it seems I have a few more Hunter x Hunter fans in here than I thought. So, sorry about that. That was my own bad. Please forgive that. Now, back to the matter at hand. We have quite a few Hunter x Hunter fans than I thought. So, while I was going to do something a bit slightly different, it felt as if that would be a bit sad. And, I figure might as well start off on a light-hearted note. And from then on, we can see how dark this rabbit hole gets. I love you guys and gals. But, back to the show. In this one, in this series, we start off back with Gon and his fight with Pito, where he sacrifices all of his nin to, empower himself. As he puts it, I'll use all the power I have and all the power I ever will have to end you. And he most certainly does. If you guys want to experience that full hand, just look up Gon versus Pito AMV. I guarantee you'll see a few good scenes of that lovely. Well, let's not even deny ourselves. It was a smackdown. It was a brutal beatdown. Now, unlike in the canon so far, Gon dies there. Killua wasn't able to get him to his sister fast enough, and he passes away. His soul leaves his body. He is vamoose. He is gone. He is dead. He is no more Gon in that world. However, if you thought that was going to be the end of it, you are sorely mistaken. Because from point A to point B, he is waking up. Huh? What's going on? Last thing I know, I was fighting Pito. Why is there a bright light? What's going on? It was night when we... What? Okay. As he begins hearing a lot of strange and loud noises. He goes, ow, what's going on? It's as if I've never heard anything in my life. Ow! Ow, 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 ow. Oh. As he looks around and he sees very large people, and he goes, whoa, these people are big, as he tries to reach up and grab at one of them, realizing, wait, my hands are really small. Why are my hands so small and chubby? As he's handed over and... Wait, what's going... As he's just barely able to hear. Congratulations, Miss Midoriya. It's a young baby boy. Aren't you just the sweetest little thing? As Gon's just looking around like, wait, what? What? Baby boy, wait, what? Huh? Was I just... What? Granted, this is all happening in his mind, as he is not able to talk yet. Thank God, that would be creepy as hell. So, what will you name the young man? Izuku. That's the name me and Hisashi thought of. Izuku Midoriya. As huh. As it begins to somewhat kick in. So I died. I'm sorry, Killua. I hope you have a good life, my friend. As tears begin to fall from his face and he begins to weep. Now we're gonna cut on for a few years, up until he's around 4. He's made friends with Kachan, he's done all that, but he's often been called weird. Strange, even. Because he doesn't act like your standard young child. Or rather, he somewhat does, but in a strange manner. He has this weird curiosity towards him. As, well, you'll see soon enough. After getting the quirk assessment and finding out he is indeed quirkless, and after, Kachan figures out his quirk and blah blah blah, he starts turning into a bit more of a bully. He kind of insults and berates Deku, but calling him Deku and everything else, but he doesn't react to it. He just smiles and tilts his head. Like, what's the matter? Did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Come on, Kachan, no need to be so angry. As he just walks over and pats him on the back. Will you shut up, you idiot? Get away from me. Okay. And he just walks off. He doesn't follow him around. He doesn't bull on him or anything. He just leaves. He just walks away. Goes see the other kids on the playground. Goes, as Bakugo's friends go, man, that kid's weird. I know, right? It's like, I don't know what it is, but he's just weird. It's very awkward. Whatever, he's just a quirkless loser. As Bakugo goes and plays with his friends until, well, he starts going across a little log bridge. And right as he's going across that log bridge, he slips and, well, almost falls. Before he even makes it completely off the log bridge, Izuku just darts right off the one side, jumps, catches him, and lands on the other side, rolling uphill as he places Bakugo on the ground. He goes, "You okay, Kachan? How did you you said you were quirkless." I am. Are you okay? Get away from me. Okay. As Izuku does exactly that. He gets away. It just proceeds to steadily walk back across the bridge, as if nothing happened. What the hell was that? Did you guys see that? Wow. Izuku just jumped across there like it was nothing. What happened? We cut to a few months later as, well, Bakugo's bullying a little girl. Calling her names, breaking her toys. And that's when Izuku gets in the way of it. He says, Kachan, stop. Or what? What are you gonna do to me, stupid Deku? You don't even have a quirk. You really think you could stand up to me? Come on, just get out of the way and let me do our thing. Like, Kachan, I said, Stop. As Kachan and the other two boys look at Izuku and see the nice, usual, happy expression on his face replaced with a blank and empty one. As his eyes, that are usually filled with such a light and bright luster, have faded, almost as if they're looking into a bottomless, dark green pit. As he just stares them down, unflinching and unwavering, they feel this overwhelming sense of dread, hopelessness, fear. As Izuku just takes one step forward and says, "This isn't how you do things, Katsuki. You're better than this. Don't make me hurt you. You, you couldn't hurt a fly, stupid nerd. I can do a lot more than you think I can, Kachan. You're my friend. I care about you." As he closes his eye and tilts his head and... Correction. Closes his eyes, tilts his head, and the sensation fades as he just smiles. "So will you please leave them alone? Leave her alone?" Whatever. Stupid nerd, ruining the fun anyways. As Kachan gets his guys and they walk off, he turns around and says, "I'm sorry, are you okay?" Yeah, I'm fine." "Oh, that's good to hear. My name's Izuku Midoriya. What's your name?" Um, well, um, are you okay? I didn't scare you, did I? I'm sorry if I did. No, it's just no one's ever done that for me." Well, that's okay. I'll be more than happy to help you out in the future if you ever need it. Just remember, just say my name, and I'll be there." As Izuku just happily walks off. As the girl says, "I didn't even tell him my name." That I'll leave in a community tab for you guys to decide. It's gonna be fun to get you guys involved with this one. What can I say? I can be nice. But for now, as we cut back to Izuku going, "Dang it! I didn't get her name." Oh, and it looks like her family already picked her up. Dang it. Oh well. Easy come, easy go. As we have a minor time skip to middle school. People still try and bully Izuku, and he hasn't shown that face to anyone since then. He's just happily living his standard little life. As, they try and bully him, but it doesn't really affect him. He just tolerates it. It's like, at some points he doesn't even realize it's bullying. He just thinks they're being weird. Scribble on his desk, he rubs it right off, clean as a whistle. They try and scorch his notebook. He figures, I must have taken wrong notes. Just writes down in a different notebook. Yes, nothing they do phases him. And eventually they just stop. Because they can't do anything to get him angry. They can't do anything to make him sad or react. So they just leave him alone. Then whenever the whole... Well, how should I put this? Middle school comes to an end. Yeah. he wants to go to UA. Why? Well, in his mind, he knows he is Gon. He knows he is reincarnation. He knows this isn't his world. He knows a lot of things. But he also knows that they have they have something similar to a hunter. Heroes. Granted, you don't get to explore far off places, and it's apparently not nearly as bad, but take what you can get in life. And he figures it'll be fun regardless. And before any of you ask, yes, during this entire period of time in his life, he has been training. You could take the Gon out of his universe. You cannot take his universe out of the Gon. Crazy little MFer always trained. Heck, when he was 12 years old, before he even left the island to try and become a hunter, he picked up a fish the size of a skyscraper. What the heck do you think he's going to do? Of course he's going to train. So yeah, he's worked out, he's muscular and everything like that. And while he doesn't have access to Nin, he do have access to him. And him is a lot. Like, his experiences alone would scare and terrify any villain. The shit that he's been through. Combine that with his battle savvy and everything else, yeah, he's a bit of a force to be reckoned with. But now we come to the fun part. Yes, you all know it, you all love it. The sludge villain attacked. As Izuku's just walking home his standard route. Going for his nice little walk back home when, well, the sludge villain is being chased down by All Might and he's trying to find a new host to latch onto for an easy ride and escape. And he thinks, oh, that little brat will do. And he tries to hijack Izuku. But he can sense the murderous intent. And immediately, well, disappears. Wait, what? How did you? As he reappears behind the villain. What are you doing, mister? What the hell? Whatever. Just make this easy on yourself. Huh? Oh, you want to play a game? No, you stupid brat. I'm going to take you over. As he tries to latch on to Izuku and... Oh, well, that's not very nice. Well, let's see how you like this then. As immediately he punches him, he runs up and, well, punches him straight in the eye. Now, when I say in the eye, I'm not talking about punches his eye on the surface and pulls his fist back. No. No, you see, that's not how Gon works. Once you've identified yourself as a threat, he will hurt you. This thing identified itself as a threat. He punches in his eye, as in full fist inside eyeball, as it begins to get bloody as he pulls his hand out and goes, ew, gross, and backs away a few feet. Ah! As the sludge villain recoils and shrieks in pain, as it goes, you're gonna pay for that, you stupid brat. Well, you were the one who started it. As it charges at Izuku again. But it's in for a big surprise. As Izuku is very, very fast. Because, as I said, he trained. He didn't sit on his laurels all day. He had nothing to do. Kachan didn't want to hang out with him. No one else really wanted to be around him because he was a weird child. Inko wasn't depressed, so I guess that's a good thing, because nothing really got to her son, nor did her son show any signs of being gotten to, so She lived a very relatively normal life. Meanwhile, he was outside doing 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 10K run almost every goddamn day, so to speak. So, yes, he winds up literally jumping around this thing like it is nothing. He's moving at a speed to where the villain can't even keep track of, which would have already been difficult if it wasn't for the sheer fact he's also down an eye now. So yeah, Sludge Villain is getting the shit beaten out of him by a child. I never thought I'd say that. As Zuko takes a board that he finds lying around, because, back alley, and starts swatting away giant chunks of slime in any direction he can think of, left, right, center, anywhere. Swatting them away and away and away. As eventually all that's left is about half a pound of slime, and that's whenever finally All Might shows up. No need to fear, for I am here. Wait, what? As he sees Izuku with a board and a tiny little thing that was the Sludge Villain. So, young man, did you do this? Yes. Well, I congratulate you for your efforts. Been trying to track this one down for a while. However, you do have to be careful about using your quirk in public. Oh, I'm quirkless. You're what? I'm quirkless. I didn't use my quirk. I don't have one to use. This was just... He was just stupid. Hey! As Izuku kind of looks down at it like, never mind. Yeah, just get me away from this creepy kid. As at this point, All Might's going, you're quirkless, and yet you took down a villain. Well, yeah, it was the right thing to do. Plus, he was attacking me. I didn't like that. Huh. Fair point. I'll give you credit where credit's due. Well, I must be going. After he gathers up the Sludge Villain, he says, "Oh, okay. Well, if you ever need my help again, mister, feel free to let me know." As All Might just kind of looks at him and then just smiles as, "You're a good boy. Stay safe, young man. Midoriya." Huh? My name, Izuku Midoriya. So, stay safe, young Midoriya. As he just takes off. And Izuku goes, "Huh, that was neat. Who is he again?" Oh well. Because Izuku, well, while he wanted to be a hero, he never wanted it for the fame or because of any person. And sure, he knows of All Might, but at that point in time, brain on Fritz, just got through taking care of a villain, goes, "Oh, neat." As I said, he's a weird child, trust me. You'll see more of this later. And it gets worse from there. As he's wandering around, just going, what to do now? Guess go home. As about 10 minutes later into his walk, he hears loud explosions. And then he goes, "Wait a minute. I know those exploding sounds. That's Kachan." Wait, that's Kachan. Why is Kachan making things go boom? Oh no. Because, yes, you're not supposed to use your quirk in public. Kachan making things explode is in public. So naturally, he's very curious. He goes darting off towards the directions of the explosions whenever he sees the Sludge Villain again. See, during the trip, well, since All Might got out of there a lot faster than he did with standard Izuku, he stopped another villain that was on the loose. But during that fight, Sludge Villain got knocked loose from his container and was able to find Katsuki and wrap around him, making him blow things up. All that fun stuff. All Might's time limit's up, and, well, Deku, or I should say Gon, comes across this and looks at it and goes, "That's my friend." He sees Kachan wrapped up in the slime, getting suffocated. The hero's not doing anything, and without even hesitation, asking or anything, he darts straight off. And when I say straight off, he's not hopping through the picket fence, through the little picket line. Nah, he crashed through it. He crashed dead on through it. He splintered that bitch. As he runs straight up to the villain, and before the villain can even react again, boom! A solid punch straight through a large chunk of the slime, sending it flying and impacting into a building nearby. As Izuku turns around and glares at the villain. He goes, "Ah, crap, not this kid again." Not even trying to talk or anything like that, just immediately getting Bakugo's arms towards him, trying to blow him up. Bad idea. Because as he did that, well, he blasts away. Boom. But he ain't there when the smoke begins to rise. No one sees him. They think he got vaporized by the blast. However, he then lands, because he was in the air. He grabs Bakugo by his head, and he rips him straight out of the sludge villain's grasp like it was nothing. And he tosses him straight over his head towards where the heroes are, because they've kind of spread up at this point. As the sludge villain is going, "What the hell are you?" As Gon backs up away as the villain tries to attack it. But before he reaches him, he looks at him. He looks the villain dead in the eyes and glares. "You tried to hurt my friend. You tried to hurt my friend. I'm gonna make you pay for that." As the media's eating this up, watching all of this, as the villain is somewhat shocked by the dead expression in this kid's eyes, going, "What the hell?" As again, Izuku lunges forward, as the villain tries to attack him, over and over, sending whips of sludge and slime towards him. He dodges, swerves, maneuvers, and goes straight through him. Over and over and over again. Each time he goes through him, he scatters slime and sludge everywhere, splattering it, causing it to fly all around, covering some people, some heroes, the buildings, the ground, as he keeps doing this over and over again, just running forward, tossing himself through it. As the sludge begins to decrease and decrease, the villain frantically tries slinging itself at him, trying to slam him down with piles and piles of sludge over and over, trying to stop this monster. But it's too late. Nothing can stop Gon once he's set his mind to something. He's too damn stubborn. As then, BLAP! a large splat can be heard, as with a very powerful kick, the last 10 pounds of the sludge is launched and impacts the nearby wall with such a with such a velocity it just spreads. And the villain just sleeps down. Well, not sleeps. Sloops down. As if a pile of grease just hit the pavement. Now you may be asking, where was All Might in all of this? To be fair, he was planning on intervening, especially when the kid looked like it needed help. And then he saw what the kid was doing and was more mesmerized by that than actually jumping in. Don't get me wrong, he would have jumped in, but he had to see what the hell the kid was planning. The heroes were dumbstruck as well, and then you had the media going on there going, what? As he runs over to Bakugo covered in slime and gunk. Both him and Bakugo at this point. As he goes, Gachan, hey Gachan, you okay? Izuku. Yeah, it's me, Gachan. You okay? When did you? No need to worry about that, Gachan. Let's get you rested up, okay? Yeah, sure. Whatever, you crazy bastard. As the ambulance takes them away, and, well, Power Loader's about to give Izuku a bit of a scolding for jumping in, as it was dangerous, and he shouldn't be trying to do hero work without a license, and blah, blah, blah. But that's whenever Midnight says, hold up now, hold up. The kid did good. I mean, we were sitting on the sidelines as if nothing, I mean, what's your quirk anyways, kid? Oh, I don't have one. A dead silence befalls everyone. What? I don't have a quirk. I'm just me. As he just gleefully begins to walk off. Before they could even stop him, they were stunned in silence as he disappears around a corner. As they go looking around the corner, he's gone. He gone. Gone. Gone is gone. Gone is gone. That's the reason for the name. He just vanishes. You think he's going to be one place? He's at a completely different other location. As the media is eating this up, he gets home, he washes up, tosses his laundry in the washer, as his mother begins tapping her foot, going, Izuku, yeah, Ma? What were you doing? Oh, I just walked home from school, saw Katsuki. Doing what? Oh, well, he got attacked by this large sludge villain looking thing, and he was having a hard time breathing considering the jerk covered his mouth and all that, so I saved him. Surprised by his blunt honesty of the situation, she goes, you know you should have left that to the heroes, right? But they weren't doing anything. You're such a good boy. What did I do to deserve you? It was bad that you did that, but I'm glad you were honest with me. Why was it bad? You're not supposed to do things like that, Izuku. You could have gotten hurt. But Katsuki was getting hurt. If no one would have intervened, he could have gotten hurt worse. He could have died. Yes, I know. But you have to leave stuff like that for people who are trained for it. Okay? Okay, Ma. That's my boy. Now, let's get some ice cream, okay? Ice cream! As I said, Gon was a weird child. As time progresses, another day elapses as All Might comes to visit, well, the Midoriya household. As he gets there in his small might form and then buffs up when no one's looking, he knocks on the door and Inko's right off the bat super surprised. And meanwhile, Izuku's just going, "Oh, cool, it's the big guy again. How you doing, big guy?" It's like, it's All Might. All Might, All Might. Izuku, you remember? You have action figures of him. Oh, yeah, it's a #1 hero guy. Oh, wow. Oh, my bad. Yes. Well, it's nice seeing you again, young Midoriya. May I come in? As Miss Inko gladly lets him come in, figuring Izuku might be in trouble. As All Might says, "I have to apologize." Huh? For what? Inko stammers. "Well, you see, it was my fault that the young man was attacked, and that you were forced to do what you did. On my way back from, well, after our conversation, another villain attack occurred, and I had to stop it. During the process, the villain got knocked off my person. If I would have been more careful, none of that would have occurred. I'm sorry you had to be exposed to that, young Midoriya." "Oh, no, it's fine. I was curious about what happened anyways. I figured it was another one." "No, it was the same one." "Oh, well, I'm just glad we got rid of it." "Most definitely. Now, if I may ask, are you certain you're quirkless? You're not lying, are you?" Izuku looks him dead in the eyes. "Why would I lie? Lying is bad. You can't forgive a liar." "No, I'm quirkless. I don't have any power like that whatsoever. I'm just me. I'm just Izuku." "Right. Well, in that case, what are you planning on doing with your life, young Midoriya?" I was thinking about becoming a hero, but my friend Kachan thinks that's a bad idea." "Oh, why is that?" "He says without a quirk I'd never be able to get in." All Might thinking about it going, No, you could probably get in." "Wait, really? I guarantee you probably wouldn't be one of the best heroes. But with some support and such, yeah, I'm sure you could get in. Besides, UA offers different divisions where you could get in, support division, and even some areas where you can learn and study law." "Wow. I'm terrible with that. Leorio would be better for that one." "Wait, who's Leorio?" "Oh, never mind. Anyways, would you, wow, thank you. It just, no one's ever said that." "Well, you showed a lot of potential, and you charged in without hesitation. You have the makings of a great hero, even without a quirk." Inko slightly tears up hearing this from the #1 hero. He goes, "Would you like some tea?" "I would love some, Miss Midoriya." As she leaves, All Might says, "Okay, I have a question for you. Would you like me to train you?" Yes." "Oh, really? Wait, you just agree to it without asking questions?" "Why, you want to do some training? I don't mind training. I love training. I do it by myself so often. No one ever wants to train with me. But with you, I'm sure I could have a fun time training." So, I see. Well, meet me at, I'll talk with your mother about this." as his mother gets back with the tea and she hands it out. So, what did you guys discuss while I was gone? Oh, All Might wants to train with me. Wait, what? No, young Midoriya, I want you to, well, I want to train you. Oh, yeah, that. What? Why? Well, Miss Midoriya, young Izuku, he, he has a lot of promise. And if he wants to get into UA, well, I've taken quite a shine to the boy. So I'm pretty sure for him to be getting into UA, he'll need to train harder than he ever has before. And for that to occur, I'd like to be someone to help him succeed. I couldn't ask you to do that. That would be far too inappropriate. You're a number one hero, after all. It's like, it's not a problem. I'm the one that offered it. Okay, if you insist, I do. So, tomorrow, meet me at Dagobah Beach. Our training will start there. All right, Mr. All Might. As Izuku gladly chugs down his tea and goes, ah! Oh, this is going to be so much fun! As he darts off back to his room. And All Might says, well, thank you for the tea, Miss Midoriya, but I really must be going. And he leaves, takes off, and powers down. And that's where I'll end it for now. I was going to add a little bit more, but that would have gotten a bit sad. I'll save that for the opening of next time, because I like starting with sad openings and ending with them being a little bit more lighthearted, rather than going from happy-go-lucky to depressing as fuck. Pardon my language. Granted, I don't really give a damn, but pardon my language. Anyways, hope you all stay safe, enjoy yourselves, and remember, I'm always happy to be of service.